Good afternoon, everybody. It's Josh here from Lookin For Games, and welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Update. Jumping into this week's schedule, tonight we'll be having our Friday Night Magic session where we offer a draft of the latest set. Of course, the latest set right now is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where the heroes on a half shell are taking on Shredder and his henchmen. And all of that happens on our tabletop starting at 7 o'clock tonight. We also offer modern and standard as alternate forms of play as well. And all of that, again, kicks off at 7 o'clock. Also available tonight is Fridays Unlimited at LFG, where we will be playing Star Wars Unlimited. We'll have Premier or Twin Suns available, and play for that also starts at 7 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow at 1:30, we have our Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals with Yu-Gi-Oh! And our OTS store. Of course, we're featuring Burst Protocol right now because that's the latest set, but they'll have more things coming soon, including premiere events coming up very soon. We've got packs and prizes available for Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals, and that all starts at 1:30. Tomorrow night, we'll be welcoming back our Blood on the Clocktower nights at Lookin For Games. Once a month, we get together and play this wonderfully devious social deduction game from the Pandemonium Institute. Each session is a different script with a different theme and a different demon. No matter how many times you play it, no two games are ever the same. Now, this month, I was going to do a custom script, but I shifted gears a little bit, and we're going to be running a core script, Trouble Brewing. Rumor has it that we're going to have some new faces at the session, so I wanted to make it as easy for folks to get into as possible. And in the description below, we'll have a link posted so you can see all of the available games and be able to sign up for tomorrow night, Blood on the Clocktower, back at LFG. On Sunday, we kick off our next slate of Lookin For Adventure with DM Paul and Prince of Lies. Then on Thursday, DM Andrew presents the Machinations of Neverwinter. And then on Sunday, by the way, I think these guys make these names as difficult as possible for me to say on the update. I cannot verify, I can neither confirm nor deny, but it seems like every time they come up with a more complicated name for me to be able to use on the update. Just kidding, guys. You guys are doing a great job. Machinations of Neverwinter on Thursday. And then on Sunday, DM Dave presents the next chapter of his adventure under Luskin. Now, we've got a QR code on the screen that you can scan, or there's a link in the description below, so you can click on that link, see our Warhorn page and all of our available games there, and sign up to play. Another look at our schedule. So as we shake off the chill and doldrums of winter, we look to the bright colors of spring and so much pollen everywhere. And so our theme for April is Spring Has Sprung. We'll be playing games that take us to the great outdoors and the colors that spring represents. And we'll be starting off with Galactic Cruise. No, that's not a misprint, and definitely not an April's Fool's joke. We had so many people that wanted to try this awesome worker placement game that we are actually bringing it back for a second week. We're starting to feel like a Broadway engagement, right? So, 30 weeks running, Galactic Cruise. Now, we'll be playing to Galactic Cruise next week, and then we'll follow it up on the 8th with a fun little engine builder, Forest Shuffle. And next on the 15th, we'll be playing a colorful tile placement game called Refuge. On the 22nd, we'll be getting squirrely with Scurry Up. And then what says the great outdoors? More than an epic journey to Mount Doom in Lord of the Rings, Fate of the Fellowship. So that's the rundown for this month. Please feel free to share your favorite spring games with us, along with your theme ideas and favorite games in the comments below. And if we pick your game or theme, you'll win a free t-shirt from Lookin For Merch. And I tried desperately, and this is the silliest thing, but I tried desperately to find a GIF from the movie The Running Man from the 80s, where they would talk about last year's winners, Whitman and Haddad, and then instead of like being alive and on a desert or a deserted or a paradise island, they're like burned up in a locker room. These are the things that go through my head. Anyway, you'll win a free t-shirt from Lookin For Merch. So just like last year's winners, Whitman, Price, and Haddad. And of course, we talked about it already, but this is Galactic Cruise. This is a fantastic worker placement game. Honestly, the only downside of it really is the fact that it only plays up to 4 players. And so that's actually why we're running it a second week, because we had so many people that wanted to play this game and we just only had so much room. So we're going to run it again for the folks that didn't get a chance to play with us last week. And who knows, maybe it'll just be a running engagement of Galactic Cruise and some other game. Anyway, that's our game night for Wednesday. If you haven't checked out Whatnot, it is a great resource for collector-y nerds like us. So it only made sense for LFG to jump into the mix. And yesterday, we launched our channel on Whatnot with a collection of different TCGs for folks to check out and bid. The show went great for a first go, even though I was so excited to open packs that I forgot to hit the auction start button. So I would just go cracking packs just for no reason. Anyway, we'll be scheduling regular shows featuring TCGs and other collectibles from the store. So be sure to check out LFG on Whatnot, see when our next show is. We're going to post a link of our channel to in the description so you can see our scheduled games and follow us on Whatnot. In the queue, as we wind down the recent Magic the Gathering cycle, we get ready to go back to school with Magic the Gathering Secrets of Strixhaven. We'll be returning to Strixhaven, Magic's beloved magic school, and uncovering years of mysteries as we explore its hollows, halls, and beyond. And we'll be celebrating this resuming of studies with our pre-release event weekend on April 17th. Of course, we have 3 sessions for you: April 17th at 7 o'clock, April 18th at 6 o'clock, and our very popular two-headed giant, Sunday, April 19th at 1 o'clock. And as a special bonus, we'll be offering take-home kits for those of you that prefer to study at home, and those will be available for pickup on April 19th. We'll post a link in the description below so you can see all of the available time slots for Secrets of Strixhaven, kicking off April 17th. And as always, we've got some titles coming in very soon, including Horror on the Orient Express, Computer Junkyard. Fun news about Computer Junkyard. I actually talked to the designer a little bit, and we're gonna try to have like a launch event for this game. So when it comes in, we'll have copies of the game available for folks to come in and try and buy. Of course, and the designer of the game will be there to help us run the game as well. So I'm excited about that. New Secret Lair for Magic the Gathering coming out very soon in the Fallout themed. Arkham Horror, the card game Investigators, and another set for the Riftbound, trading card game. And that's our update for this week. If you enjoy our content, please like, subscribe, and feel free to tell others about us because, as I always say, you shouldn't be the only one to suffer. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.